How are you today? I am fine, thank you very kindly. Here is our tuning fork. The old A440, and we tune up here every morning. We just show up and tune in case, just in case we need to tune up. Good morning, Kevin. How are you? Good morning, Robbie. All right, just working on the tuning fork this morning. M. Fish, good morning. How's life in the shop going? M. Fish. The guitar got a little bit out overnight last night. Maybe it went out on a wild playing spree without me. And good to hear, Kevin. B, good morning. So what have you been working on, B? Anything fun over there or what? You know as well as I do, this morning is all about just kind of getting together with the instrument. I've noticed that it's, I've only had one comment, one negative comment. We've only observed one negative comment about tuning. Tune your darn guitar before you start. Why would you tune while you're doing a live stream? So hopefully this isn't too... I think tuning is a big part of the morning warm-up, so that's why we tune, as you know. So I'm not likely to change that. This being my first exposure to the guitar for the day, it's important for me to go through a tune-up process. You know, just get the mind right, get the head on straight. And focus on tuning. As you know, this live stream, it's less about a monster number of views and more about quality. So listen to this math. Did some math last night. Let's see if we can, let me just see if we can get that math. I'll get that a little later on, but right now I'd like to get going. But remind me, I wanted to talk to you about some guitar math. I think we're pretty close. I say that, and we're almost close. Things are moving around a little bit this morning. B, so far so good, making chips, thinking picks. Oh, are you familiar with the blue chip company, N-Fish blue chip picks? Pretty good, mate. Yeah. I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Sky, good morning. Good morning, Bernie. Hadson Life. Hi, bro. What's going on? Thanks for being here with us today, this morning. From Brazil. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you and hello from Brazil. Thank you very much for being here. Or hello to Brazil. Thank you for being here with us. So this is a wonderful live chat, and it's a great place to talk guitar. And I appreciate you all remaining focused on talking about guitar here. Certainly appreciate that. And we have two moderators here with blue wrenches on, so we can go ahead and thank each one, and both of those, both Kevin Haas, when metronome is in beat with yours, usually I can't nail it. Nicely done, man. Marco's here. Well, I don't care about history. I'm not sure. I think I missed something. But good morning, Marco. Love Bug, liked and subbed. I've just graduated from high school and need your insights. How did you manage your priorities between YouTube, day jobs, and polishing the heart? And hey, that's funny. So, hey, Love Bug, great to have you here, but not really, tonally relating to what is going on here, But it is a tricky job, I got to tell you, Bernie. Let's go ahead and get started. We've got Levi Himes, favorite tuning. Oh yeah, open G, probably. Other than standard tuning, let's go ahead and get started. This is the morning ritual for guitar growth after all, which includes warm-ups every single day of the week. Hello, Anthony with the blue wrench. We'll give both of those blue wrenches a wonderful good morning and salutation and greeting and good wishes. So here we go. 4 attacks per beat. 1 E-ended, 2 E-ended, T E-ended, here we go. 10 and 12 with fingers 3 and 4. So this is literally what we do. This is all we do. And, it's not all we do. I guess we do have some other things in mind today. We have some other things in mind today. We're doing some more work with pentatonicism. And pentatonicism, the groupings of fives, and if we have some time later today, we're going to approach 3 notes per string and work on our pentatonics that way. Yes, we are expanding into new territories. It is June, and we are quickly approaching the halfway marker, which is July 8th, I believe, 131st episode. Today is like 122, I think. I'm here every weekday morning. In case you're wondering, if you're just new here, welcome. Grab your guitar, join us. There's water's fine. It's very good. So fingers 2 and 3 on 10 and 12, same program. Go. Like how when we do this long enough, you know how to go from one program to the next, right? Without necessarily counting each count-in. Sounds so good, man. B, I'm glad you're here. I really appreciate that positive feedback. It really makes my day. It really makes the day of an aspiring guitar practitioner. I'm sure it sounds equally as good on your end while you're playing too. Just focusing on the breath and focusing on the tone, continuity of tone. And then through breath, I just realized I have a bunch of tension stored in my right lower leg, so I'm not sure what that's all about, but I want to dispose of that. Consistency of tone, and that's really what I'm looking for this morning, early in the morning. Same program, 4 attacks per beat on 10 and 12 with fingers 1 and 2. Here we go. Sorry I'm late, I was trying to sell t-shirts. Favorite tuning, good morning. Open G maybe, I don't know, open G, open C add 9 is pretty cool. Open E is pretty cool, if you're working on, Twist of Fate or what is that? Twisted Another Life. Ragtime, one of toil and blood, when darkness was virtue and the road was full of mud. Shelter from the storm. What a great song to take under your wing for a little while and learn, and just a lot of great strum patterns, a lot of great melodic phrasing. Plus a really great tuning. I play that song in standard tuning because I just don't like to go back and forth on a stage between, I don't want to have multiple guitars all the time, and then I like to have a very simple approach to things. As simple as I can make it is good for me. So fingers 2 and 4 on 9 and 12. Here we go. Sandra Willoughby, good morning. Thank you for being here with us, Sandra, and thank you for saying hello in the live chat. What we're doing here is we're doing a morning ritual for guitar growth, which consists of 60, you can hear the click in the background maybe. That equals 60 beats per minute. It clicks once every second, and it keeps me sort of like at a good constant rate of speed, or I understand 60. I understand that walking down the street at 60 beats per minute is comfortable for me. I'm very familiar, most of us are very familiar with the breakdown of the minute in 2 seconds. And so we are familiar with that rhythmic breakdown. Clickety, 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 clackety. Yeah, that's it. So fingers 1 and 3 on 9 and 12. Here we go. Great to be here, Duke. Good morning. Thoughts on guitarist Masayoshi Tanaka? I'm not sure. Let me think about that. Let me get back. I'm sure, Anthony, I'm sure you are on it, man. You are not missing a beat. Can you please sing some SpongeBob SquarePants? That's a cool one. Absolute truth. Baby, please don't go guitar lesson, please. Please don't go guitar. Pre-smashing the like button. Wow. Pre-smash it. Smash that like button. That's a good thing to do. It's a wonderful thing to do, especially if you're here and you haven't yet tried out that double tap on the screen. Or, it's pretty cool. We certainly appreciate that kind of support. I saw one go. Thank you. Thank you very kindly. Let's go ahead and do one more of these. My forearm on my fret hand is tightening up this morning. So we're going to go ahead, which indicates 2 things. It indicates my posture is suffering, and it indicates my breath is not working correctly. So I'm going to try to correct that here on this 7 and 12 skip, right? 1 E and 2, and you know what to do. Here we go. I see Zach Attack's back. Antonio Infante, good morning. Hello. Smash the like button, that's right. And what any mother songs? Yeah, sure. If you want the song covers, YouTube's full of them. This will help you get them right. I think that's cool. That's a good way to put it, Marco. I appreciate that. So we're giving you the tools so that you no longer have to be reliant on people like me to sell you a lesson. It's just getting the fingerings together is a big part of the game, I think. Here we go. Let's go ahead. We're really pushing hard on the hands here. You can see that there is, oh, yeah. This is great. So here's a good solid stretch to start. Max Mayer's Freebird. Sup, guys? Zach Attack. We've got a serious number, like a high number of really great, highly evolved guitar players right here in this live chat, and it's just a really it's a beautiful thing to see. And then we range from beginners to intermediate to advancing guitar players. And that's a wonderful place for all of us to hang out and influence one another, because we all have something to learn from one another. We all have something to learn and something to share. And here we go. I mean, most of us, you know, many of us, there's always something to learn, I guess. Free bird. Was that a legitimate request or what, Max? Oh, consistency, not talent. You saw that? Did you see it? That's cool. Yeah, I'm starting a little riff cast now. I'm just starting to do these little things, you know, these little thoughts that I just have and I want to just push out. I'm just going to share these things with you for better or worse. I'm not really sure what it's going to do for me, but I like to just get these things out of my mind and out here. And just, so I'm glad, hopefully it works for you. Now, after that stretch, you should feel like you have some brand new arms, right? And let's go ahead and use fingers 2 and 3 and 4. I think we're at 10, 11, 12. Let's burn through these, okay? Let's just get through these. 1 E and a 2. Let's put the metronome on beats 3, 4, ding ding da and ding on the back beat. Here we go. Just gives us a little bit more lift in our rhythmic playing this morning. Yeah. It's good. I'm liking the tones here, and I'm liking the connectivity. I'm feeling like I'm somewhat engaged with the metronome this morning. Working on my posture is important right now. At the moment, like I said, I wanted to correct some of what the fatigue my arms are feeling through breath. So here's how that works. So if I'm feeling like I have fatigue, unnecessary fatigue in my arms, I'm just going to do this. Breathing all the way out and all the way in. Filling up my lungs and my belly, and then breathing out. I don't want to breathe it all out at once here. Just slow, controlled pushes. And then while I'm doing that, I'm thinking about rolling my pelvis forward a little bit, because if I roll it back and keep it back, that lower tissue down there sustains injury over a long period of time. So we want to keep that sort of active and moving around, along with the belly, you know, the front of the belly just sort of tucked in, the belly button kind of like trying to reach the back of your spine, really kind of. So the posture has a little bit to do with what I'm about here. 1 E and a 2 and T E and a go, 10, 11, 12. With fingers 1 and 2 and 3. The real bueno. I feel like this goes around in circles and is repetitive. Bingo, you got it. You got the plan. Living the dream. I love that. I love that. You know, if you're not living the dream, building the dream, following the guidance of the big guy upstairs, you know. It's so funny how it works. Hey, Lex is here. He's got his coffee rolling. He's got a couple of waves for us, a thumbs up. Good morning, Wild Boar. Good morning, sirs. Good morning, Mr. Boar. Wild Boar. Good morning. That's awesome. So let's talk a little bit about consistency. So without the seat time, How would I ever know I had talent? Do you know what I mean? Other than, someone else telling me, oh, Jason, you're so talented. Well, thank you, Kenny, or thank you, Gretchen. Thank you very much for helping me feel really good about myself. And I will lull myself into a false sense of security because now that I'm so good, I no longer need to practice. So there's a little bit of that going on. Sitting down with the guitar 5 minutes a day is so good. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here we are. We finally arrived. 4 finger wonders. 2 E end to T E end, and here we go. If you're here, I'm Jason. I wanted to welcome you today and every other weekday morning. I'm here at 7:30 a.m. every weekday morning, bringing you the morning ritual for guitar growth, along with our friends here in the live chat. The live chat's a real banger. It's a good place to be, good place to talk, meet new folks, guitar folks, and I see Jekyll, we're still talking Freebird. It's Ibanez Day, Mark. They're almost too easy to play. Oh yeah, did you see like Schofield's guitar is just super well set up. Oh, you get the rockin' pneumonia. Ooh man, sorry to hear that. Hurricane, hello, good morning. Everyone person silently dealing with soda behind. Yeah, it's be kind and stay humble. That's a good thing. To the point where it doesn't injure yourself, I guess, Yeah, because sometimes, we mistake kindness for weakness. So it's good to have a strong back and strong mind and strong, active, what do you call it? A work ethic. It's a work ethic. So you're here every morning, you're doing your thing every day, building yourself up on the guitar. This is really just about, it's so simple. It's about learning the shapes and the things before we need to actually run them down in guitar practice. So we're practicing the warm-ups, getting the blood circulating, so that includes breath. And as we go through the remainder of the second half of this 2025 program, we'll start to fold in. So we've already started to fold in things other than the Mick Goodrick one finger wonder or the unitar exercises. We've already started to fold in some of Steve Vai's 10-hour super famous 10-hour guitar workout. And we're working pentatonicism. We're going to work on continuing pentatonicism today. Couple that with 3-note per string approach, see what we can come up with. There is also the possibility that we're using 2-hand tapping today with the pentatonic system, which will be new for some of us. Okay, so let's stick around, grab your guitar, and let's go ahead and try fingers 1 and 2 and 3 and stretch 4 on 9, 10, 11, 13. Here we go. 1 E and 2 and D E and a 4. Rah rah rah. Dude, can you play some jazz? What do you want to hear? Then like some jazzy chord prog. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Mark ahead. Oh no. Started playing the Jackson after that, but Ibanez is great. There are so many great guitar companies out there now. It's just so awesome to see people serving the player, serving the thing that's going to serve the song, which ultimately serves, the big guy upstairs. Ultimately, it's like becoming I don't know, it's a tough one. Guitar for everyone's here. Good morning. Take care, Marco. Did Marco drop? Oh, here we go. Here we go. The open, the 0 fret for this one. There we go. Got it. 5 minutes becomes 60 minutes auto-magically. It does. Good morning, Justin. Good morning. what you've been working, have you had that gig yet where you're accompanying the pianist, or have you had multiple gigs, or how did it go and how's that working out? Jason, you hold a 3 to 4 day live workshop someday. Oh, that's a good idea. You know, I've done a lot of those kinds of sessions and they're always fun. Where are we at? We're at kickstand now. Kickstand, here we go. Position number 9. We're using fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, but here we're just dropping finger 1 back to fret number 8, and we'll start it here. 4 attacks per beat. Yes, 4 attacks per beat again, and we'll start now. 1 E and a 2 Z and a putting on my shoesies. It's a wonderful idea, Guitar for Everyone. Justin, wonderful idea. Thank you for thinking in that direction. And why don't we do that? Why don't we plan on doing that this summer? We'll start building that out. Mind and body, one and the same. Katie Palmer, good morning. Glad you're here with us. Sorry to be late. I'm a little bit behind in these live chat stream, but I think we can manage to keep it together. Here we go, down to position number 3 with the first finger stretch, right? So we're in position number 3, but the first finger stretching back to include fret number 1 on position 2 here, and then 0 fret. I can just kind of just get away with playing nothing with finger number 1, excuse me. Sakil, good morning. Good morning. Eating food and playing guitar. Nice weather around. Very good. Good to hear, Christophe. Vieta, good morning. Esther, Marlo, good morning. Good top of the morning to you, friends. So I'm Jason. I'm here every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time doing this live stream, this morning ritual for guitar growth, and I certainly would appreciate you smashing that like button or double tapping the screen, you know, just in good humor and good faith. It's free. This is free all year long, and so if you're a guitar player and you know a guitar player who would like to be here with us, you can share this link, and it's that we run from 7:30 to 8:30 every weekday morning. So it's a good little stick, right? It's a good little start. For some of us, we're looking for this. Hey, Jill, good morning. And for some of us, this is a good fit, and for others, it's like, let's keep scrolling. But if you are a guitar player and you're looking for personal growth, like physical growth with the instrument, if you're looking to strengthen and fortify yourself in a disciplined format, we don't want to overwhelm, so we limit what we do every day. It's really cool because we could do burn through arpeggios and systems and all of this stuff, but it doesn't really do anyone any good because this is a warm-up. This is the precursor to that. We're still on our approach to the practice. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to use fingers 1 and 4 and start with the minor pentatonic today. All right, position number 9. You might remember this shape. 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4. So it's 1, 4, 3 1 3s, and then 2 1 4s. 1 4, 3 1 3s, and then 2 1 4s on the top. Ready? Let's do this. Here we go. 1 E and a 2 and a D E A. You can make whatever noise you like. It does not have to be numbers, but we do have to numerically understand where we are in the measure, especially if we're playing like 9. I was listening to Sting's Mercury Falling album yesterday, and reviewing that. And what a beautiful album. And you know, if you're playing 9/4 time or whatever, 9/8 time, you're probably gonna be counting it, you know. Gotta know where we are. Whoa. 4-1, 4-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 4-1. Oh, there we go. Back on track. 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 4-1, 1-4, 1-3-1, 3-1, 3. Oh yes. And making that a musical experience is not a difficult thing to do. It's not hard to do. Let's go ahead and do the same thing with quintuplets. So if you're watching and you're not keeping up, go back to 30 minutes in and watch for the quintuplet section. Go ahead and watch it at half the speed, because these live streams are all made readily available for viewing on demand. So if you see something that you want to follow up on over the span of the day, go do it. You have access to the view on demand. So right now, I would say go review this quintuplet section. 1, 2, ding, 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 ding. Good to hear, Justin. All right, one more time, just working through this in the 16th note grid, but 16th note triplet, so 6 attacks per beat. All right, let's try it out. So it's we'll get through this and then we'll slow down. Good. All right, so I'm just working on the next shape here. So let's say that we're in A minor pentatonic. And that's a shape that most of us know pretty well, you know. Most of us know this very well, so it's, you know, some of us know it better than some, worse than others, that kind of thing. So 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Super easy, right? A, C, D, E, G, A. And then A, oh, I should do this. A, C, D, E, little music humor, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. So A, B, C, no, A, C, D, E, G, and then A again. We start on A again here because we hit the root note. We'll tonicize that so our ears understand that as the center, and root note, flat 3, or C, D, 4, 5 is E, flat 7 is G, and then 1 is A, C. like those patterns, to patronize that. Not patronize it, but patronize it. I'd like to go one day toward, have the father, what's going on here? I missed something. Father okay? Hopefully your father's okay. You gotta keep a better eye on this chat here. All right, so I just had their gear stolen recently too. I'm so unfortunate. Yeah, that happens. We had $12,000 worth of gear stolen about 6 years ago. Try Angus. Can you sing to you with smile? Hey, good morning. All right. Are you because you. That's funny. I like that. You get fine written all over. You've never heard that one before. And you'd think a guy like me would have heard that multiple times by now in his life, but no, it's a first. Thanks. If you believe there's a link on YouTube. Oh yeah, cool. Love to see it. All right. Let's see. Hello, sir. Have a great day. Much people. Much love from Chicago. Hey, Puppet Forces. Good morning. You get what you put into it, people. That's right. Oh, what a great song. I think maybe I did that tutorial on this channel. I'm not sure. It's like in there, but I'm not, it's not like coming to me. I have to listen to it to get it in my head, I think. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and start by tapping that. Just hammer-ons, just very abrupt. We're using each finger as a hammer, It's literally hammering on and literally, it's hard. The fourth finger does not want to be complicit in this, you know. But the fourth finger's got to hammer it. Remember we started doing this, that thing that we were doing the other day. I actually am a little better at it than I let on, I guess, but where we were just kind of hammering on with the left hand. I think it's, you know, it's something that you do. That we can actually go back here and choke out the strings so that we don't hear the open strings ringing. But then on the way down, we would typically need to pull off. So we'll hammer on, and then literally, like, it's a cyclical sequence, like we're doing one of these things, like rowing the boat, or we're on the D1 team, you know what I mean? So it's we're rowing, and then we're actually like hitting the string, we're slamming onto the string, and then we're actually like plucking the string with that finger, okay? So that's what's going on with that pull up. So we're hammering and then pulling, hammer, pull, hammer, and then pull. If I pull, just pull, and I don't counter that with my finger that's behind it, I end up pulling down and then bending the string, which is not what I want to do today. All right, so now that we know how to do that, we know that there's that 1-4-1-4, that 1-4-1-3-1-3-1-3 pattern, and then 1-4-1-4. If we wanted to bring in the right hand or the picking hand and then use a two-handed tapping approach, we can just follow the top piece of this next pattern So we have 10, 10, 9, 10, 10, and then 10 again. So 10, 10, 9, and then 10, 10, 10. Okay? So we'll use this. So some of the notes get duplicated, like in, you know, Nuno Betancourt's new song, the solo the solo that basically broke the internet. So we've got some duplicate tones, no open strings, but we've got 5, 7, 10, 5, 8, 10, 5, 7, 10, 5, 7, 10 again, and then 5, 7, 9, and then 5, 8, 10, 5, 8, 10 again. Right, so we can hammer, pull, hammer, hammer, pluck, or pull, hammer, hammer, 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 pull, hammer, hammer, pull, right? And I think that's something that's worth just building up. It's a little hokey, I think, sometimes you just use it because you can use it. But if you can build it into a musical experience, it's a worthwhile effort to explore that on the guitar. But I really wanted to introduce that to you because we're doing this. I want to approach this 3-note per string opportunity here. So I'm using fingers. And you'll have to make decisions on which fingers you'd like to use. But instead of using a positional approach, we can use a multi-positional approach. So I'm thinking, you know, 1, 4, you know, I can use 1 instead of using 1 and 3 because we've benefited from all of these beautiful finger stretch exercises that we can use 1 and 5 and 8 and then 10. We can use multiple fingers on one string. So this is a way that we don't typically play minor pentatonic. You know, many of us don't anyway. Maybe you do, but this is a good thing to approach. Opening the discussion here. That's all we're doing. It's just opening that awareness that we can play this minor pentatonic shape in a few different ways. Something like that. So there's that. We have access to opening up larger parts, larger tracts of the guitar with newer and exciting fingering patterns that we don't normally observe or put into practice. And these require a little bit of attention, but I'd like to keep on. There was one other thing I needed to cover today for my own benefit, and that was the what was that? Oh. I remember also we've been working on these linear programming approaches to linear programming. So can't always get what you want. It's a good one. And then we have this really cool opportunity to do this on every string. And then I'm playing this like this for a reason, because we're going to approach this in a multi-string format again here. So I'm playing positions 1, 5, and 9, and we can execute the entire chromatic scale on each string. The idea is if I had my eyes closed, I shouldn't be able to hear the difference in transitions, in positional transitions. So I shouldn't hear the finger noise. All of that slide stuff. So I should be able to go. And the fingers don't come off quickly enough. You have that, there's some string noise there between. And then if the finger lands too quickly, there's a little foot drag, a little shuffle, a little foot shuffle or finger shuffle. So those are good things to be working on day to day. It's funny. Hold on a second. Some of us are just funny. And, all right, so let's take a look at what's going on here. Where are we at? Let's go ahead and get another stretch in, because I'm not really sure, what I'm going to do for the last 10 minutes. So I know I need a stretch. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey, D1 Ref, are you still around? If you're still around, I can provide an answer to that. Skulls of Truth. Is this the therapist guy from the other day? Hey, it's same dude. Same dude. What's going on? How you doing? Just give it a quick stretch here, that's all. Oh, what's going on? So we've got some new faces here. Lost his shoe. Yeah, well, it happens. Better Business Baby, good morning. Good morning. You have a lot to offer. Thanks for all you do to the community. Here, Kev. There it is. Maybe, you know what I'm going to do, why don't I just kind of shift gears here a little bit, because some of the things that I wanted to do here today in my next practice block, actually I'll show you what my next practice block looks like a little bit. So I'm thinking I start with, I usually dial up the metronome a little bit, but I'll start with the G chord. Pick a piece of repertoire, but I'm going to start with the G chord, G5 chord, and just give it the old boom chip. And I'm working on pretty much just G runs, G5 runs. So that's a really basic one, and it comes every, you know, at the closure of every 4 bar. It's usually typically a marker, an end of a phrase, a musical period. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, or 3, 3, 4, and then measure 4, 2, 3, and then back to the top of that 4-bar phrase. Yeah, so that's one of the things I like to work on. So I know I have beats 3 and 4 to fill up with a fill with the G run. And they don't have to be spectacularly like athletic or sporty. It could simply be just a really simple sort of approach. And typically we have the difference between, you know, the things that we can use to differentiate ourselves from other players would be, you know, tonality, you know, rhythmic, polyrhythmic approaches. We could use so for example, let me give you one quick clear example. So this is built using the G major pentatonic scale. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 1, and a 2, and 3, 1. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, bung and take it down. So I'm using basically the root, the open, fret 2, the open D, and then the fret 2 on the D string, and then open G. Yeah. And then we can just kind of use that very nice major 6 pattern. So there's a 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and then 1 on the top. 1, 6, 5, and then you get that really nice 6, very cool pastoral color. Hold on. But then it gets a little tricky, because now you're an individual, and once you learn that inside up and down, backwards, forwards, inside and out, you can start extending it, adding some chromaticism into the program. Something in Mixolydian, and just to kind of give it a little stronger flavor, a flat 7 flavor. So there's no longer that typical, you know, like that typical mountain cabin home, or, you know, the typical sort of thing that you would hear in the old while you're scrubbing through the old bluegrassy stuff. Necessarily always need to use that 6th note. We could use the flat 7. And this is how it changes. It changes with, gives us a lot more sort of, instead of a light pastoral sound, that we get with that G major pentatonic, we get a nice, strong, fortified. Flatted 7 or Mixolydian sound. With a flatted 3 in there instead of the major 3, that starts to sort of shake things up a little bit. Sometimes it's kind of fun to just kind of follow the, like Mr. Bryce would have done, just to follow the chord changes. Just kind of hanging on to that G in the bass, and then playing the F, and then the C on the top, and then the G5. But we're just giving it the gas. Cool thing about these is we don't need speed. We don't need, we need a basic scale like the minor pentatonic or the, the major pentatonic or the combination major and minor pentatonic or the, the combination scale. One of the things that we'll do is we'll talk a little bit about how we approach the difference between, we slur between happy and sad or major and minor, and then we also can slur into the minor, right? So there's a lot to talk about, but the one thing that I remember is I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3. Very simple forward roll. And then I can work on playing it backwards on beats 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Here's us for today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, so that's it for today. I hope you have fun with the G run. Work in the G run today, and I hope you have a good time with your guitar today and spend some more time with it. And I guess until we meet again, we'll see you tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And until we meet again, I guess it's happy picking, right? I think I've been missing a few of these comments, so why don't I go ahead and just take a quick second Where's my mind pixies? Wayne McFarlane, morning, Jason. Top of the day, top of the war. Ryan Brandon, good morning. I play Yamaha, love it. However, the Dread I'm building may supersede her as a favorite. Oh, can't wait to see the Dread. Big summer session on the lake. That's always a visiting place. Good morning, TJ. Good morning. All right, I'm just going to run a few minutes over and just scroll through these. Kevin, I know you're already come and gone, but thank you for being here, Kevin. I appreciate it. We all appreciate you being here. Until tomorrow. Live stream. Oh, live stream. Do you have time, Anthony? Anthony's looking for a live stream. Nice. All right. So much good information this morning. I'll be rewatching the video a few times. You're more than welcome, Mr. Fish. You're more than welcome. Have a great day, everybody. And I think that is me at the end of the comment. So thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow. Till then, happy picking.